We're gonna get everything on this take. Doesn't matter if I get tense. We're just gonna do it. Just gonna do it. Hello. Pardon if this whole look is too much, too weird. I tried. The blinds are just, the sun is just, it is what it is. It is what it is. So in the last video I spoke about leadership, but what I am working on in terms of that when it comes to myself is acting out on my ideas. In there, what I was talking about was preserving structure within any given space that you're involved in. But you're heavily involved with yourself. And if I allow the structure of who I am to fall apart, then my whole life falls apart. And it's a very, very slow death. One way that happens is when I don't act on my ideas, because my level of happiness goes down. I was going to say my quality of life goes down, which is kind of true, because then I don't run. And then when I don't run, my body hurts, because I'm not getting exercise in, because I'm also not stretching, because stretching comes after running. I stretch more when I move more. I eat better when I exercise more, and I stagnate. This all comes from the act of not running. Just one thing right there, yeah? So you see why acting on my ideas is important. When I act out an idea, I create momentum, because physically I create momentum. My body starts moving. But as my body starts moving, a body in motion tends to stay in motion. I want to start doing other things as well. I woke up at 3 a.m. today. It is 11 a.m. right now. And I woke up and I worked out and I drank a bunch of water to make sure that I could go poop today. Poop in the morning. I went on a really early morning walk. I showered. I thought about what I should do next when it comes to my spiritual journey. I am doing my, speaking of, want a ride? Yes, please. That right there. I am doing my master Reiki classes right now. And hello. Just gonna, my bad. Third time. I'm doing my Reiki classes, my master Reiki classes. And in there, I met a yoga instructor who has this ashram, this studio, out in the middle of nowhere. He's like 20 minutes, I think, west of me. But then even then, he's in the woods in this town. And he told me about this man named Shinkai is the, I think, just the formal way, the respectful name to refer to him, but his name is Matt Shinkai. And it is in this yoga studio that's in downtown of where I live. And what's funny is maybe like a month prior to this, I had a woman come in at my new job. It's at a juice bar. I start speaking with her. She explains that she does yoga. She teaches yoga. I was like, oh, that's really cool. So I start talking with her. Comes to find out, she's read the autobiography of a yogi. She knows Kriya Yoga. And she tells me about this place, to go to this place. That's actually where this Shinkai guy is. So 2 people with absolutely no connection have told me about this place. I gotta go to this place. Not only that, but I guess it's free the first time you go, so that'd be fun to learn. But the Shinkai guy, the guy who told me about him first, the one I met at the Reiki place, he is older, right? Like 50s, almost in his 60s. Shinkai is 35. And I find it very interesting when an older person, especially when they're involved in something such as yoga or any form of spirituality, looks up to someone younger to them. Because there's a lot of ego that comes in the way. There's a lot of, well, I've lived life more than you. There's a lot of, and especially one where he's a yoga instructor and does what he does. And he looks up to Shinkai. And so I really want to go find him. I really want to go learn about him. But the thing is this is a part of Zen Buddhism. And the way they explained it to me is there is no goal. And in yoga, if you don't know, in yoga there's something called samadhi. When you attain samadhi, it is a way of being that you understand yourself as consciousness. And you understand yourself as spirit. And you exist in a way, when you reach the final samadhi, there's many stages to it, but you exist in a way that to where you are always witnessing God, but you are able to go about your everyday life. Do your works. Speak to your family while still experiencing spirit in its raw form. So you never forget. You never forget. And that's what allows for enlightenment. You are one with all beings because you don't see yourself as this body, as this mind. You experience the spirit which is expressed everywhere but revealed nowhere. And in Zen Buddhism, what you do is you do the practice of being present. You do the practice of not paying attention to the mind, letting the mind be silent. Not thinking you're the body, but just being here at all times. Being conscious of every breath, being conscious of every movement at all times. And that's it. That's it. The practice is the way. And the way is the practice. That's it. There's no end goal. Ever. And so that's why I'm kind of like, But it has inspired me with my stuff. I have to think about it of why have some people dedicated themselves to this, and why am I dedicating myself to this, I enjoy that there's an end goal, but I fantasize about what the end goal is. And I've noticed that by fantasizing about what the end goal is, eventually you do reach a state that you think is it, but then you come back down from it, And that's delusion. Because all you're doing is experiencing the mind. Experiencing another trick of the mind. And that is what keeps you suffering. Because it's the part of the highs and lows that you're actually trying to get out of. I think I'm getting a little bit off topic. I'm gonna end this little update here. I love you guys. Yeah, again, just an update, just another JC's journal. This is what's going on. You guys are great. I will see you guys soon. Peace.